Good
morning.
morning. Good morning. Happy
Good to
Saturday.
see everyone. Yes, happy Saturday, everyone, and welcome to our multilingual live like every Saturday. And today, since last weekend was Labor Day, at least here in US and Canada, I was thinking to talk a bit this Saturday about what labor really means in 2025, right? Because I think most of us feel into that mindset that labor means, the 9 to 5, climb the ladder or whatever it is, work hard, ask for permission. But we are thinking something else, right? Especially in this digital age and the way the world is going. I think the way we think about labor it's redefined and work can look very different than what it looks 50 years, but even like 5 years ago or 3 years ago, right? So today we'll talk about that, what really labor means and how you can work smarter, work less, and still be able to enjoy the life, right? But before we go into that, let's do a quick round of intros and give a chance to all these beautiful ladies here to introduce themselves. And I'll start with me. I'm Dana. I'm a mom. I'm also by profession an IT manager and a digital business mentor, a digital business owner. I'm originally from Romania. Bună ziua, bună seara, dragi români care mă urmăriți și bine ați venit. Sesiunea de astăzi e în engleză, dar sper că urmăriți și că aflați ceva nou și despre și în engleză despre această afacere. And originally from Romania, but living in Canada for over 20 years here in Ontario. And happy to be here and see everyone this Saturday. Mads, how about you? Good afternoon, good evening, actually, for you.
Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whoever's watching me for the first time or live replay. So, if this is your first time, again, my name is Mads. I'm originally from the Philippines. I'm an OFW here, residing here in Doha, Qatar, for more than 2 decades. So, me and my family have been here. And magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Mads. Kung ngayon nyo pa lang ako nakikita, magpapakilala po muna ako. Isa po akong graphic designer by profession at isang proud digital business owner na nakabase dito sa gitnang silangan o sa Middle East, sa bansang Qatar. So, kasama ko ang aking mga magulang at naninirahan na rito ng mahigit 2 dekada. Pare-pareho kaming mga karaniwang tao or everyday normal people na may malaking puso to help. Hindi lang para sa sarili naming pamilya, kundi para rin sa mga simpleng tao, mga magulang, solo parents, at mga kapwa professionals o kahit nasa bahay lang na gustong umasenso sa buhay. Magkakaiba man ang background pero iisa ang aming vision. Ito ay to guide and inspire more people na pwedeng-pwede kumita at mag-grow sa digital world. Kahit busy ka or kahit nasa ibang bansa ka katulad namin, welcome ka. So kung ikaw naghahanap ka ng signs or inspiration para magsimula, baka ito na yon. So sama ka sa kwentuhan namin. And that's all. Thank you, Dana.
Thank you, Mads. Kim, good morning. Good to see you.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Good morning, ladies, whoever doesn't know me. My name is Kim, and I'm originally from Vietnam, but now living in Ontario, Canada for the past over 40 years now. I live with my husband and a teenager daughter. As a profession, I'm a part-time. So hello mọi người, xin chào, mình tên là Kim và mình đang sinh sống cùng chồng và một cô con gái 18 tuổi ở Ontario, Canada cũng hơn 40 năm rồi. Công việc chính của mình là làm trong lĩnh vực IT, nhưng mà bây giờ mình cũng đang sở hữu kinh doanh số cho riêng bản thân mình và cho gia đình của mình. Thank you very much. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Kim. And going to sunny Spain. Good afternoon, Rita. Good to see you.
Good afternoon, man. Thank you so much for always having me. It's always a pleasure being here every Saturday, spending quality time with you guys. It's always a pleasure. And thank you for organizing this. So, To those that do not know me, my name is Rita. I'm a mom to a beautiful daughter, a Nigerian from Benin City, Edo State, but I'm based in Spain. I'm a telephone banking agent and a proud online business owner. Obava, Obowe, Obota, Ekenuari, Yaji, Awiye no Yaye, Nehiro, Wedo Mehio, Owedo Pataki, Mewakian in Aradia, Ire Spain, no Penny Are Spain. So, Maradia, Mana, Nimakamu Wawege, Asset Quigo no Digba, with business in Makanta by Waipa Kenimaje, Ekenuari, because Ekenimakanta wena, or what they important in Wakakabo. So, Wawatota Ekenuaye. Buenas tardes, buenos días, buenas noches, de donde nos estén viendo. Soy nigeriana, me llamo Rita, vivo en España, llevo muchos años viviendo en España, precisamente en Galicia. Pues estamos aquí para ofreceros una gran oportunidad online. No os vayáis, porque traemos muchísimas sorpresas. Back to you, ma'am. Thank you so much, Miss Dana.
Thank you, Rita. And coming back to North America, Mafe, good morning. Good to see you.
Thank you. Good morning to everyone. Magandang gabi. Good evening to the other side of the world. My name is Mafe. Currently living here in Arizona for already 9 years. I'm married and working in manufacturing. And this business, my side hustle, digital business is my side hustle. Magandang umaga, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat kung saan dakong mundo man kayo ngayon, kung kayo nanonood o magnonood ng aming replay, pakinggan niyo po ang aming mga sharing sa aming podcast, how our business is striving and moving forward because of our community and the flexibility itself that we can run this at a comfortable home and wherever part of the wherever whenever you are. Thank you, Dana.
Thank you, Mafe. And coming to Canada, Miriam, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Didn't see you in a long time on our lives.
Good morning, Dana. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mariam. I'm Egyptian, born in Sudan, and I've been in Toronto for the last 37 years. I'm an IT profession and also a mom of five and a new grandma. And I am a proud digital franchise consultant. I help a lot of moms and parents to start their digital franchise to achieve their financial freedom and time freedom. صباح الخير على كل المشاهدين. أنا اسمي مريم حنا، قبطية سودانية، عايشة في كندا من أكثر من 37 سنة. بشتغل IT profession وبشتغل digital franchise consultant، بساعد أهلي كتير وأمهات كتير يبتدوا الديجيتال فرانشايز بتاعهم علشان يبتدوا من بيتهم أو من أي مكان هم عايزينه. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Miriam. And definitely you don't look like a grandma. I cannot believe you said you're a grandma.
Thank you. He's
Wow.
just 5 months old.
Wow, congrats.
So you're still a new grandma.
Yeah.
Brand new grandma. You don't look
Yeah.
like a grandma.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Good for you. Maida, good to see you. Good morning.
Wow, you
Back
look
to
so young.
Ghana and US. Miss Dana, thank you for always inviting me every week, and I really appreciate you and I honor you. Good morning, everyone, wherever you are watching us. My name is Vida. I'm original from Ghana and currently in the US. I'm a registered nurse by profession. I'm a mom of three and proud digital business owner, mentor. Me nuanom na dɔfo baabiara wogua wotie me me din Vida a me free Ghana se say me wɔ US me ne me kunu ne me ma me nsa ne wɔ ha. I'm a nurse and so me a digital business owner. Wohwehwɛ biribi sɛ womfa nka w'adwuma ho a me nua mpakyɛw bra ha na bɛka yɛn ho. Iyo me ne biir me sie ne zaa ho no be akarama akyɛ. Iyo Vida in Ghana kyɛ pampana in the US man srɛ ane biir bata ambɛkyɛ. Yes, Chepai digital business owner. Kahunga boro turns a call for tomapo, the Solhola watch, Chena Yelling, Kani is Rumbanya Power by you, by you point by Ni Kabasanche. So Barkai and Yachelo. Thank you, and back to you, Miss Dana.
Thank you, Vida. And I want to say hi to Zara and Maliki watching us. Thank you for watching us. And please put in the comments where you are watching us from, because as you can see, we are from all over the world. So we'd like to see where we are reaching you to. And last but not least, Janetta, good to see you again. Good morning.
Thank you, Ms. Dana. Good morning, everybody. Yes, my name is Janetta McNeil, greeting you from San Antonio, Texas. I am so thankful
Wow.
to be here this morning. Yes, I'm a registered nurse by profession, originally from South Africa, and I'm also a proud online business owner. This is a side hustle that I'm working seriously towards my dreams because it can do that. Yes, goeiemôre, goeienaand elkeen. Ek is van Suid-Afrika. Ek is 'n geregistreerde nurse. Ek het in die Midde-Ooste gewerk vir 19 jaar en nou is ek in die US. Ek is 'n aanlyn besigheid eienaar en ek nooi jou vanmiddag om na ons te kom luister want dit is 'n besigheid wat jou die tydvreedom kan gee as jy net jou fokus daarop sit om meer uit die lewe te hê. So luister en ons sal jou die antwoorde gee wat jy soek. Terug Dana.
Thank you, Janetta. And I think I mentioned it before, been to San Antonio for the first time this March, and we love it. I wish I had spent more than a day there, but very nice city. We really enjoy it. Okay, so before we go into talking, and thank you, ladies, for the introduction, and thank you for being here this Saturday morning, afternoon, or evening. Before going into talking how we work in 2025, let's do a quick like what this business is about, right? For those watching us, you heard us. We are all business owners. What do we do? What is this business about? Well, we help people launch their own online businesses, right? Using a proven system that's designed to work for anyone, regardless of their skill set, age, location. You can see we are here. Well, actually, today we are a lot of IT people. We don't usually have that, but we have people who have nothing to do with the technical, and you can still do it. And what it is, it's like an online franchise, right? So we are all using the same system, the same tools, the same package that everything comes together. But then we each have our own individual businesses that is registered in whatever part of the world we are. We are really independent. So if I make $1, Kim or Marianne will not necessarily make $1, right? So we are not, our businesses are not really linked, other than the fact that we are all using this amazing system in all ways. It has the training that takes you from literally zero. You don't have to have any technical skills, any business experience. Definitely, I didn't have any. And this teaches you everything you need to know about running an online business, running a marketing business, attraction marketing, network marketing. So it's all about empowering you to take control of your life, no matter where you are, how busy you think you are. This business can fit around your life and your busy schedule. As long as you have an internet connection and a phone or a laptop, you can run the business from wherever you are, and you can take 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. You don't have to be in a certain place or for a certain hours. In your business is running while you are enjoying life. And that's what kind of we want to talk about today, right? How we use this system to build a better future for our families, to make our life easier, to work less, right? Because that's what about it. Work less and enjoy more this life, because we all know we are on this earth for a very short time. So we want to be able to enjoy the life or the time that we have here with those that we want, right? The family, the friends, and we don't want to be stuck in going back to forth in a routine from a job, just paying bills and working hard, right? So, but let's kick it off directly with Mads. Maybe if I ask you, what did work mean to you before starting this online business? Take us a bit of before and how this business maybe changed.
So before I started this online business, work for me is all about designing. It's all about creativity, right? This was my passion, and even now, it's still my passion. It was my passion, my hobby ever since elementary days, ever since I could remember. I was coloring comics and all this stuff. It was what I wanted. How do I, it was something I truly love, turning ideas into something visuals and stories that connect. But over time, it slowly changed. Deadlines, endless revisions, and feeling undervalued at work, tired and exhausted, burnout basically. So instead of growing, I felt stuck. I felt the burnout. And honestly, it hurt. That's the very thing I once loved turned into something that drained me. That's when I knew I needed something more. And I know that I can earn something online and something that wouldn't just keep me alive but help me thrive. Starting an online business showed me that it's possible to combine creativity with freedom, and work doesn't have to be just about bills. It can be about growth, purpose, and building a future for me and my future family and for yourself, basically. So there are days that I ask myself, is this the future that I truly want? um, like, is it gonna work out? But I don't have the time for myself or my family. You know, the um, even if you're creative, but you're still stuck in the cycle of burnout. So when I saw this opportunity, I know that it can work. You know, and now work for me means freedom, time freedom, and freedom to create on my own terms, and freedom to choose a life that it's not just about survival and thriving. So don't let your passion turn into survival. Find a way to let it be your freedom. So, yes, that's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. So nice said, right? If you can, and I think that's what all of us want, right? To find that passion, and if that passion can also pay the bills, that's the magic secret, right? And I totally relate with you because I really love what I'm doing and I'm good at it. But then the fact that you still, you need to ask permission, you need to uh, have everyone, someone else has control over your future, right? If tomorrow they decide you are not longer needed because you are just a number, then you are back into trying to figure out. So without a safe safety net that you can really have control over, you are always, no matter how much you love what you do, you are always kind of at risk to, building someone else's dream. Basically, you are making building someone else's empire, because it's true what they say, right? If you don't work on building your own, someone will hire you to build theirs. So that's what we all of us here we did, right? We decided that it's enough for different reasons, but it's enough, and we wanted something else. And the fact that we can do this business as a side hustle, so you don't have to, leave your paycheck and start a business, which can be risky when you have a family that maybe rely on that paycheck. The fact that you can do both until you can switch to the totally your business, it's what attracted, I'm sure, all of us to this business model. Kim, how about you? Can you share with us how the not the work but the success, the definition of success, shifted since you started this business? Because I know you were a successful IT professional before. How that shifted now since you are a business owner?
Yeah, thanks, Dana. Actually, if you didn't bring up the question, I wouldn't thought about it. But yeah. So, my definition of success has completely changed since I started this business, right? So, for over like 2 decades as an IT professional working in the corporate world, I believe that success was measured by the size of my paycheck, the title, and how high I can climb the corporate ladder. I work like tirelessly, put in long hours, and sacrificing like precious time with my family just to keep up with deadlines, project, and expectations, right? But everything shifted the day I got laid off after giving like decades of my life into the corporate world. At that moment, I realized that no job is guaranteed until I retire. So a title, a paycheck, or even years of loyalties could be taken away just in an instant, right? So fast forward to today, my definition of success looks very different. Success for me is waking up peacefully in the morning without rushing to the door to beat the traffic. It's freedom to work from home, creating multiple stream of income, and know that I will never be relying on just one job, one boss, or one paycheck again. So I'm not scared of being laid off anymore, right? And most importantly, success is about impact. It's about really showing up for others, especially immigrants, busy professionals, and moms just like me that don't have to be stay stuck in a corporate world. They can build their own business, reclaiming their time, creating the life that they truly deserve, and and importantly is to create a backup plan. So being at home with their kid, caring for their aging parent, or just simply taking care of their own health and well-being, this is really the business that will give us the freedom, and this is where we can find success out of it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Kim. Oh, yes. Isn't that amazing to have a successful business that pay the bills, but also you make an impact on someone else's life, right? You change someone else's life. And we all know how this works, like the ripple effect of the a drop in the water, right? You help someone, that person helps someone, and then suddenly it's a movement much bigger than just your small business. And that's what why we are here, right? Because yes, we are here to make some money, to pay our bills, to change our life, to have a better future for us, but also to help others who feel maybe stuck right now, who feel like they want something but they don't know what. Because we found this amazing model and we want to share with the world, to share with everyone, because we see the amazing benefits and how this change our lives. And why not share? Because sharing is caring, right? So definitely it's the definition of success changed. This business changed in all of us' minds because of that. You realize that you can change someone else's life, and that someone else, it's not necessarily your immediate kids or family, total stranger. If you can change their life, it's the most amazing feeling to wake up in the morning knowing that someone you are like what how someone was putting it, you are the door towards someone's dream life, right? You are that open door that helps someone find their dream life and live it. Rita, share with us what this business created in your life in terms of the biggest, if you have to pick, and I know the business brought probably a lot of benefits, but if you had to pick as like what you call the business, the biggest freedom that this business brought into your life, share with us.
Oh, what a beautiful question. It's so beautiful because we are here trying to let people see that it's not the most beautiful thing to depend on one paycheck. So, this business has created different different freedom. Okay, for example, in my own life, one, time freedom. We already heard from our lovely business partners how they can create the time freedom. You know what is really time freedom? You will ask me. I ask myself, what is really time freedom? Time freedom is the most beautiful thing you can have in this life while still earning online. Time freedom, you have the time to spend quality time with your loved ones. You know that what that means? You can spend quality time, and at the same time you are still using that skills that you have, that phone that you have in your hands. You can still use it to earn online through this business. Okay, so this business creates that beautiful time freedom where you don't have to be thinking, how will I have to pay for the bills? How will I have to be watching my daughter uh, uh, spending that milestone without me being there? I'm already there. I'm already watching her spending her. Very soon she's gonna be 4 years, so I'll be there as well. So by the special living grace of God, I'll be there to see her grow and everything. So that is the most all that or the first time freedom. Okay, time freedom. Then the second one is the financial freedom. Yes, we know that we are looking for that financial freedom in this business. I am no longer afraid of my paycheck, depending on paycheck to paycheck. What is that? That one was the whole history. Now, despite my paycheck, I'm focusing on my business because this business is bringing that financial freedom into my life. It's making me to see beyond my paycheck. It's making me to say, wow, right now I'm building my team, and my team, we are building financial freedom together. So you see that beauty of that you are not focusing on one just paycheck. Okay. Even though I always say this, even though your paycheck is fat, you are still not focusing on that. It's not going to bring that life that freedom, that exact freedom, because paycheck nowadays, you have to comply with the conditions. In this case, in this business, you are not complying. You are treating your business as a business. And that is creating the financial freedom that you ever wanted. And thirdly, I'm not going to stay too long. I'm not going to explain too long, because if I start talking now, I'm not going to stop. And this business, I am so in love with this business. So the third one I'm going to talk about is the creative freedom. Creative in this business, I found out what is creative business is all about. You can work on your own. You can say, yes, I'm waking up. You are not focusing on scheduling yourself with the paycheck. That time, I'm still a full-time telephone banking agent though, but I'm saying, in this business you have the creative freedom where you can focus on how you can build your dream. You are not only building someone else's dream, you are building your own dream. How am I going to build my business in a way that I will be able to connect with the direct audience? In this business, you will learn about it. And this business is making me to show how I can be creative in my business. Don't forget, I say, if you treat it as a business, you will surely gain the result as a business. And now I just want to recap. Don't forget the freedom. We have the time freedom, we have the financial freedom, and then we have the creative freedom. These are the most beautiful thing. I still have more freedom that I would love to say, but I don't want to take too much of my lovely Miss Dana's time. So I want you to tell you that this business will give you as many freedom as you want. It's all in your hands. Think about it. Back to you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rita. Yes, I asked the biggest freedom. You gave me three, so thank you for that. But I agree. I think these are probably one of the most important. Although I really love creativity. Not many people will put that. A business gives you freedom to be creative and to use your time and your money in the way you want to change your life and others. So I really love that. And yes, the time freedom. I think like for I've been working from home for I don't know over 20 years. So I know a lot of people say like, wow, you have the freedom to work from home. Well, if you work for someone else, even if you are from home, I tell you this is not freedom. You are still stuck at the desk. Yeah, you don't have to commute somewhere, but I still stuck at the desk 8 hours or 10 hours a day. You are still asking for someone else if like, hey, can I take 2 days off? Can I have I'm sick today, I don't feel good. So you are still relying on someone to sign your paycheck, to approve your days off, to decide when you can take vacation, if you can, go and see your kids at school. So it's not freedom until you really have the power to say, hey, I don't feel like going up today, so I'll stay in bed all day, right? Or whatever your freedom is, right? But we all know that also it's sometimes it's tricky how to balance this freedom, right? Because it's not coming easy. You have to work hard, and we are not here to tell you like, oh, we are working less, it's easy, and we live the life. You have to work hard. It will get easier, but until you build the business, especially at the beginning, you have to work maybe not longer, maybe not more, but you have to work smarter. You have to balance many things. So, Mafe, if I can ask you, how do you balance the flexibility that the digital business brings you, but also with discipline to ensure that you are making progress in the business?
Yeah, so as a working full time and this business is my side hustle, the most important in my journey is discipline. Discipline keeps me consistent and like working on my business even after working my full time job, or even if I don't feel like showing up. So it's very important. The flexibility, it makes it possible because sometimes we have family and work come first in our life. So um, discipline keeps me track on my business, and flexibility allows me to adjust without quitting. So it doesn't have to be perfect as long as I keep moving forward. And
عند الحوض.
it's called progress already. So that's it. Very simple and short but well explained.
Thank you, Mafe. Yes, I think it's well, it's good no matter what you do to have a discipline, and you need to be consistent. But with, as you said, right, family, a job, and having a business on top of that, without being having a discipline and ensuring that you stay consistent, it's very hard to be able to do all of them. And I do get asked a lot, and I'm sure all of you get, like, how do you do it all? Well, you don't have to do it all the times, right? It's okay to take breaks. It's okay to prioritize things. And as you said, right, sometimes you spend time with family, focus on family today. Business will be there for tomorrow, and you'll pick it up where you left it. So that's another flexibility, and it's another freedom that the business brings you, right? You are your own boss. You decide when you work on your business, and when you put your business as the priority, and when maybe you take a step back from the business and you focus on other things like family and health, and maybe even your job, because maybe that's still paying most of the bills. Maybe that's what is keeping your business alive when you are at the beginning, especially. Um, so yeah, discipline, very important for everyone, but especially if you are, employee and business owner, and, a mom and a grandma, like some of us. So, Miriam, as a brand new grandma, I still cannot believe you said that. What did you say to someone who think that working less, what we keep saying here, means like, hey, now you are lazy, you are too old, so that's what working less means?
Yeah, so back in the days, people thought that working long hours makes you smart or gives you the fat check, as Kim said. That was back in the days. Now we are in the digital world. Um, Coming back from the IT or the digital, I manage the digital team. So it's actually the opposite. After COVID, we proved that a lot of things turned to digital. So right now, working less is actually smarter because we have a lot of automated systems in our business model. We have a lot of training that teaches us how to plan a week or plan a month of posts or advertisements without me working every day. So on Sunday or Saturday night, I can plan my whole week with the posts, and then during the week I'm focusing on something else, whether I'm going with my kids to volunteer at school or, activities, a lot of things, cooking, taking care of my health. So working less is actually now smarter, not being lazy. It proved that we can actually do a lot of other things, and just we need to utilize the tools that we have and the system that is being provided to us. Definitely, as Mafi said, we still have to input at least 20%, but we have an automated system that is working more than 80% on our behalf.
Thank you, Miriam. Yes, because that's what it means, stop trading time for money, right? It doesn't matter how long, how many hours. Like, what did you produce in those 8 hours that you work? Can you produce the same thing in half an hour? Then, hey, that's what we mean by working less, right? Working smarter, using the tools, that the technology that we have around us to help with your work, to make your life easier, and to give you extra hours to spend on something else that you want to do, and not have to be working a number of hours. So that's exactly what we mean by working less. And I love how we say it, right? It's actually, we are looking for smart people who doesn't have to work 8 hours on a task. If like someone can do that in 1 hour, it's like, hey, sure, take 3 hours off, or not, right? So that's how the world is going, and not only in IT, in every industry, right? That's what we are looking for, people who are flexible, for people who are open-minded, for willing to learn and to figure out new ways of doing things. And definitely working less, it's not lazy, it's just the way the world is thinking. We realize that we want to spend more time doing what we love, not necessarily working. We know we have to work. We know we have to, be paid and pay the bills, but maybe we don't have to work 8 hours, sleep for 8 hours, and then the rest of 8 hours split between so many other things that we love. Maybe we can do the other way around, like split the 8 hours between sleeping and working, and have the 16 hours to do things that you love. So why not? Let's find more than on those 24 hours, which everyone has. Let's find more time for enjoying lives, and not focusing most of our wake hours on paying the bills and trading that time for money.
Absolutely.
Maida, if you are a business owner, you are still a very busy mom. I know you have 3 boys, and also you are a nurse who work crazy hours. What's the moment after you started this business when you realize, hey, this is why I started? When the moment where you look back and it's like, yeah, this is what I started this business in the first place.
Thank you, Miss Dana. This question is just like it's for me. Yes, one moment I realized that this is why I started was when I could finally say yes to the thing that I used to miss. I used to miss my children's school activity, and I was not happy at all. Number two, my health, my rest, because I was not resting enough. I keep saying one day I was totally sick, thinking that maybe I will go to the hospital and they say that, Vida, you have this condition. I went there, and after they lab everything, the doctor said, Vida, go home and rest. Just for 1 week. I didn't even rest for 1 week, just 2 days. Everything was fine. I didn't even take Tylenol. I was tired. So when I go back and think of this, I say, this is the moment I have to say yes to this business. So one moment that made me say, why do I start this business? Missing the kid school activity, being on the road, running to come and pick them up. So I could get accident because I was driving rough to get home to pick my children up. And even with that, I couldn't go to their school to help them with their school activity. My last one is 9. I needed time. I need to sit down with him to help me learn, do his homework. But that time wasn't there. I was busy running for the 16 to 20 hours a day. And the money wasn't even there. I will run. By the end of the month, I'm still behind paying my bill. That was one of the moments that hit me. And I said, I have to look for something. Without worrying about things, like if with this business now, I'm not worrying about schedule. This is my weekend off. People are there running for overtime. I'm in my house, relaxing, enjoying myself. I still work. Not that I'm still not working full time. I still work full time. But running for those overtime that I used to be running for those overtime that if I don't work the overtime, I won't be able to pay the bills. Now, I do whatever I want. I don't have to be chasing those overtime. I don't have to be working 16 to 20 hours every day to be exhausted. So these are the things that I said, why? Why do I need that time? This is my why that I started this business. I needed to be present, financial freedom. And this is our business. All we are talking, we need the money, we need to be present. But it's not only the money. The community, the support that we get, the happiness that I get from this business have totally changed me to be who I am today. So I'm so excited. I started so I could what? Live the life I want to be. To live my own time. And moments like this remind me that, oh, Vida, you make a good choice. You didn't waste your money and you did not waste your time. Now I have all the freedom that I need. Even though I'm still working, but I have all the freedom that I need. Now I'm always present with my kids, send them to school, go to their school activity, help them to do the homework. And I go to my church that I to go to church for a month. Every Sunday I'm in church, and I'm so, so, so excited. So that was the moment I said, yes, I realized that this is what I'm achieving now. I'm so, so, so grateful for that. So if you are out there and you are missing all this that we are talking of, you don't want to feel regret, right? One day you say, had I known, it will always be at last. It will be first. If you keep watching us every day, you're not doing anything. You're not taking any action. Time is not coming to you. You have to run for time. So I'm here encouraging anybody that I know my story will resonate with somebody. Somebody is out there listening to me. Do not have time for your family, your health, your children, financial freedom. My mother passed away. I couldn't even go home. The pain, even though now I don't have that thing, but the pain is still in me. You don't want to sit down and get to this pain before you start looking for something else. So if you're out there listening to us every day, take action. Just try to get to any one of us. It doesn't matter whoever you reach to. If you want to change your life, you don't want to sit where you are, just like I did. I want to move forward. You can move forward if you want to do it. Back to you, Miss Dana, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Vaida. Yes, nothing changes if nothing changes, right?
Yes.
If you want to change, you have to start doing something. And yeah, going back to your question, right? I think it doesn't, right? This is why I started those moments. It doesn't have to be something big. It doesn't have to be, oh, when you get the first 1 million paycheck. It could be something as small as like, hey, you wake up in the morning excited that, oh, 11:30 we'll have a business live meeting with these beautiful ladies, right? So it could be small things like that, that you get to see some people, you get to work for their business and it doesn't feel like work, right? You are having fun, you are enjoying, you are sharing with others this amazing model that you have, and it becomes your passion slowly, right? So yes, we all started maybe for the extra money, but as they said, right, what's the difference between rich and wealthy? Rich in making having the money, wealthy is being able to enjoy what money can bring you, right? So that's what we are looking. We are looking for wealth because money, we all have well-paid jobs, and we all know it's not enough because then you have the money, you pay the bills, and you don't have time to enjoy your life. You don't have time to travel. You don't have time to sit or spend time with your kids. So we are looking for that extra thing that's giving you the time and the freedom, the options for you to decide what you want to do with your time. And Janetta, last but not least, if you are thinking at yourself, your past self, and if you'll tell yourself one truth about work and freedom, because it's not easy, what would that be?
Thank you, Dana. I have a few points here that I will read and just explain a little bit because I don't want to miss anything because it's so, so important. The points that I came up with. Freedom is a choice, not a reward. So you don't have to wait until retirement or when you are exhausted or burned out to pursue freedom. But that is what is happening today. When we run into a crisis, that is when you think about, I need to change, I need to look for something to change the situation that I'm in. You can start chasing that freedom now, especially when things are still good for you. Start pursuing that path of freedom. Don't wait for a crisis. Because when there's a crisis, maybe you lost your work and there's a lot of bills that you need to pay. So you need to use that money for that. Whereas you can start pursuing a lifestyle of freedom now while you have that regular income. So don't wait for crises. And also, work doesn't have to mean sacrifice. We grew up learning that hard work equals long hours, struggles, but true freedom comes when work aligns with your values and lifestyle. You know, um, sometimes we have to pursue our dreams outside our comfort zone, or like I had to leave my home country, South Africa, to go work in the Middle East so that I can make life easier for my parents, because I wanted to look after them the best possible. But it took me away from them. And but living a lifestyle that um, go along with my values, that align with my values, is I can take this business anywhere and I can still work while being with my children. And that is a lifestyle that aligns with your values, because you want to be present with your children, but also the income comes while you are having, especially this online business, because that is what we are seeing, because we have the first row seat where we see these things are possible. And another thing is that security is not about a paycheck. Real security comes from creating multiple streams of income and having flexibility, not depending on one job. So if I can go back, when I was working in the Middle East, I didn't have to pay any taxes on my paycheck. I didn't pay for electricity, for anything pertaining to where I stayed, even free transportation to go do shopping. If I had the wisdom to start this business then, or if I had the opportunity to start it then, I would have been far along in my life. But you know what? Um, Having come across this business now, I still have the opportunity to build that financial freedom. Um, Freedom is a choice, not a reward. As I said before, you don't have to wait for retirement or being burned out. Also, invest in yourself early. Skills, opportunities, and new ways of working will give you more freedom than staying stuck in one safe path. Being a nurse, that is the only thing that I knew, and because I love it so much. But it, it, it was not enough for me to live a life of early retirement, because when I came to the States, I wanted to retire. I didn't want to work anymore because I was emotionally, mentally, physically, I was exhausted. But I was not able to do that. I had to go look for a job. And working as a caregiver now, I realized earlier, this will not cut it. I will not be able to retire with this one income stream of income. So I had to look for something else. So it doesn't matter whether you love your job, you sacrifice your time for that job because that is what you love. That is a safe path. But what if it's taken away from you? There's nothing to fall back on. So invest in yourself early. Another thing is, time is more valuable than money. You can always earn more money, but you can't get back lost time with family, loved ones, or yourself. When I went to the Middle East, I went to create money to look after my parents, but that took me away from them. And I will never get that time back. They passed away. I couldn't look after them during their old age because I tried to make life easier for them. Being away from them, that doesn't add up. And I cannot get that time back. I think it's Vida who says that don't live with regrets. And I regret it. I regret the time that I was not able to look after them during their old age because I wanted to make life easier for them. So don't sacrifice your family time because even as a nurse working 12 hours and you work maybe 60 hours a week, that takes you still away from them, from your loved ones, and you will never be able to make that time up. So, with all this said, is that you were made for more, not just to survive. Work should provide for you, but it should also allow you to live, dream, and grow. So don't sacrifice the time that really matters because you will never be able to get that back. Thank you, Dana.
Thank you, Jen. And I'm say amen to that, right? Yes, definitely. And for those of you watching us live, or if you could look at your life and change one thing, what's the first thing you'll change, right? You want more time, more flexibility, maybe more fun, maybe you want a community, right? Think of that. And all through, just last weekend, as I said, we kind of the Labor Day, right, reminds us that the hard work is what built this world. Well, in 2025, in this digital age, we want to define how we do work, how we live, right? We don't want to sacrifice family for a paycheck, for a career. We don't want to choose between an income and, spending time with family. And you can build a business that can be around your life and not change your life to have a business. And it could be your dream life, right? So if this conversation here with all these amazing ladies sparked your little spark in you, if you related with one of us, reach out to us. We are here to share with you this amazing system that we are using. We are already here. We live the life, or we are on the way of building our dream life, and we are here to help, to inspire, and to support others who want to change. Maybe you don't know where to start. Maybe you are curious. Maybe you are skeptical. It's all good. But be more curious than afraid or skeptical. Ask questions, reach out to us. We have more free info sessions. There is no risk. You can go there. You'll find more people like us who are talking or are doing this business. We'll share with you more details on what really you have to do every day, what this business is about. And then you can decide if it's for you or not, because we keep saying it's for everyone, and it is in the terms of skills, age, or where you are. But what you need to have is to have the right mindset, to be willing to put some effort and some energy into building something for your own. And if you want to do that, if you are ready to do that, we are here to really support you, because, right, living in this day and age is about enjoying your life. And we talk about that, but very few people are willing to put the effort to really do that. So if you are one of those, reach out to us. We are here. And with that, thank you so much, ladies, for joining me this
Thank
Saturday. We've
you,
been talking for over 50 minutes now, but really appreciate all your thoughts and tips and how you know, work less smarter in this day and age in 2025. And I hope those of you watching us, you got some good tips from there, and reach out to any of us again. Until next time, thank you
thank
and have a
Thank
you.
you so
blessed
much.
day.
Enjoy your
Thank you.
weekend. Bye
Bye.
bye, everybody.